Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
That's right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. It is overcast. Is what is going on today? Looks like we got some rainy weather.
Oh, it's pissing outside.
Yeah?
It's pissing all over everything. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Panda sent me a text message. He said, "Storm rolling through here, crazy." So I wrote back, "It's not nice to call your wife crazy."
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Boy, what a dynamite start to this podcast.
I'm sad about 2Js. Can I go home too?
2Js, you don't need to be sad. In fact, somebody sent me from the South Florida Business Journal. Yes, they did file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. That was the story. But I said, a lot of times that's a reorganization. And they say their quote is, "This course of action will enable us to remain open to serve our communities with the same great food and service we are known for.
Okay.
As we learn of the reopening plans for our dining rooms, we will rehire more employees and expand our services." So, yeah, so it's just a, business type thing. It shows that, yes, they're having to readjust financially because of what's going on with the pandemic, but don't necessarily expect. Now, the Metro Diner, I think they're just done. I don't think they will be coming back. I'm not sure if anybody will miss them, but 2Js, if you're freaking out about that, looks like they're still going to be around afterwards.
Sweet.
Damn, Metro Diner's going to do what Daisy Diners did. Were you guys around for Daisy's Diner here in South Florida?
No.
That was Burt Reynolds' diner back in the day.
Oh, it was?
We loved going there. And then it just all of a sudden it's gone. Must have not been doing good, but I remember that place being packed.
Where was it?
It was in Jupiter.
Okay.
North Palm. North Palm is Jupiter-ish. Well, when they meet, when they merge.
Do we know, what part? Or?
Yeah, right off of US 1 by the North Palm Beach Country Club. It was across the street from there. Daisy's Diner.
Yeah, I know where that is.
They had good food, man.
What was the concept? Did they have a concept, or what was going on there?
It was Burt Reynolds stuff, and then it was kind of like a regular restaurant, and they just slapped the word diner on there. But it had diner food.
Was it right by the country club?
It's across the street. Yeah, it was pretty close to it.
Where that 7-Eleven is? And
Yeah, I think that's where it was at. Right by there.
It's like a motel.
A creepy motel.
Yeah.
Okay. And did they have any kind of special get-ups or any gimmick that went with Daisy's Diner?
I believe they had a lot of Burt memorabilia on the wall.
Okay.
Burt Reynolds.
Oh, Burt.
Why wouldn't you call it Bert's Diner?
That's a great question. I think there was a story behind Daisy's Diner. Chat room, you remember that shit? They probably don't. I don't know. Like Virginia, I'm not helping with this podcast.
Well, we got some interesting comments here and emails, getting through them. This one from Gilbert said, "I work with a woman whose personality is a lot like how Jason describes Virginia's. Judgmental, super controlling, witchy, and comes up with some arbitrary rules of how people should be acting.
Virginia's law.
Also, she can drink. I mean, she really packs it away.
This chick sounds awesome. When can we hang?"
So with coronavirus going on, there's less people in the office, so it has become more apparent how crazy she is. So as an office, we decided to treat her how she treats everybody else, to teach her a lesson. So whenever she came up with a judgmental rule or some arbitrary rule, we would hold her to the same standard. Every time she made a mistake, according to her rules, or every time she fell short of her arbitrary rule, she was reminded. Well, after a week, she fell apart, and we got called into the HR office, and the rep told us there to stop because she filed a complaint. Said, "I cannot live up to the standard that I set. Everyone else should follow the directions so that I can feel comfortable at work," is what she complained and said.
Wait,
so I'm telling
what?
people how they need to behave so that I can feel comfortable at work doesn't mean I have to do it myself. How they were called into HR, and the HR person's not wait, what? So you want everybody else to behave a certain way. You're not going to, but they need to so that you can feel comfortable at work. That's what it sounds like it boiled down to.
What's her last name? Weinstein?
That's crazy.
I'm not doing all that. Like, everything I'm saying I want y'all to do, I'm doing it too.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Somebody said, which leads me to believe that if Virginia was held to the standard that she is holding everybody else, that she would fall apart.
I feel like Virginia is, honestly. She's not doing anything extra. Believe me, I want to call the witch out, but I really can't.
I'm scared of the corones.
That's the reason why me and Kevin get annoyed, because Virginia law is strict. It's a bunch of bullshit, and she's following her own guidelines. She is. It's annoying.
Yeah,
I'll defend you.
Thank you, Bird.
You're welcome. It don't feel good, but I'll defend you.
It feels wrong.
This one from Peter said, as worked up as Virginia is about the coronavirus, how is it that she's surprised that Rocco is terrified to leave the house? All her doing.
Damn, we're really going after the witch today. I like
gosh.
this.
Well, we got positives too.
I don't care.
I don't think she does.
I honestly don't. I'm just over here trying to survive, so step off.
Step off.
Fanny said that I am a huge fan of your show. Love the spice that the three of you bring, but especially V, because she is my polar opposite. On Wednesday's show, I heard you talking about the last normal thing that you did before the shutdown. I heard V say that hers was the taste of Little Italy. She said that every time she hugged and took a picture of somebody, she thought that they might have the corones.
I did.
Well, here is, she sent a picture of the last thing that I did before the shutdown.
And she hugged me at the taste.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
Yes.
Can you show me her picture and I'll tell you if I remember?
See if I can find it here. Every time we print something up, it cuts off. I don't know why. Like when we print some photos, the spacing on it.
It just shows the person's kneecap.
All it showed was the upper left-hand corner with not one person in it. That's what printed out. So
cool.
Yeah.
Well, we're consistent with our equipment.
yeah.
We're consistently doing poor.
And then when I go into the search feature in the trash for her email, of course, it does not show up. So
Man.
the answer is no, I cannot show you the photo.
I know.
What's her name again?
Her name is Fanny.
I know I'm sounding dramatic when I say this, but if you listen to the show consistently, you got to think we worked in the most broke down, fucked up junior college radio station.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't sound good.
It's challenging.
She said, thank you, Virginia, for risking your life and taking this picture with me. I will treasure forever. And just so you know, I am Corones free.
That's good. I mean, I don't think anybody had the corones because I didn't catch it and I was huggy.
Thank you for being such a hero,
Yeah.
Virginia.
Some wear capes.
Yes.
I do love that expression. Some heroes don't need capes or wear capes. Right?
I don't know. I think I botched
I
it.
think I know I botched it.
Got an email here from Amy. Said, hey, V, I'm behind on the podcast, but I thought that I'd suggest this idea. I sneak veggies into smoothies to get my kids to eat them.
That's a great idea. Somebody told me to do that. So if you put a lot of pineapple in something, then it can hide like spinach and other stuff. I haven't tried it yet, but I love that idea.
That's what I have to do with Chewy and his medication. I have to trick him into eating. He will not. Even if you hide the pill in the food, he senses
He sniffs it
oh,
out.
big time. It takes quite the bit of preparing.
Yeah, he's just like Rocco then, man. They are tricky.
Yeah, man, you got to trick kids. Spinach blends great with fruit. Toss in some yogurt for protein. I'm sure this has already been suggested, but I thought I would try.
I love it. I love your ideas.
Ooh, spinach blend sounds great.
Yeah,
We'd have to trick the bird, too.
you would. Be
What's
a
it-
lot of tricking going on.
What's spinach blend? Something even shittier than regular spinach?
She said blend it.
Oh, okay.
Blended, yes.
I don't know.
It's not like a combo spinach.
I didn't know if spinach blend was this new fucking spinach powder.
Spinach powder. Let me see. Got a positive call out. Says my oldest daughter Ashley is 35 with a debilitating bladder condition, and my 13-year-old grandson Jarrett like all kids, is home bored most of the day. My daughter decided she would challenge him every day. She has done everything from building things out of tongue depressors, sensory jumble words, writing an old-fashioned letter and addressing it and mailing it out. She had him say what he wanted to be, and he dressed up in a bow tie and a dress shirt with his answer. It was a reenactment photo that he dressed in the same blue shirt and background, and even one where his mother got to dress him up and anything in her closet. Hilarious.
That is adorable.
But anyway, she said they become FaceTime buddies and said the best part of the day is waiting for Auntie Ashley's challenge, all done at separate houses. He will never forget these special times. Yeah, there are. I mean, it's, you know, it's kind of interesting. You go through something like this and you're like going, gosh, this is not ideal. But, you know, there's probably going to be some interesting stuff.
Well, there's some people who don't panic and are able to keep an uplifting spirit during any kind of challenge. And I am not at all coming down on anybody who's panicked about any of this. I totally get it. But it's such a talent to be able to be the optimistic person and keep things going and have a little fun during some dark times. My hat's off to you.
Yeah.
I have to be drunk to do that.
And then you're just fucking annoying. So it's like, I'm kidding. I like a drunk. I don't like an overly drunk Virginia, but I do like a drunk Virginia.
It's a fine line.
I mean, after an event, Virginia, oh my God, fucking punch me.
But during the event,
as long as you're not doing wet willies, or just you get in these little weird, like 1 out of 10 drunks for Virginia, she turns into a fucking bad guy wrestler. And just like taunts you, bullies you, scares you.
and then you get in a fight with her on stage during cocktails and karaoke.
Yeah, exactly.
I was telling you about earlier, there's this message that my wife checked. She's like, hey, she's like, somebody sent this because we've had pretty much the same standard password for a long time, and the family kind of like shares it for the most part. And so we got this email. It says, I am aware that this is your password. It says, I need your total attention for the upcoming 24 hours. I will make sure that you live out of shame for the rest of your existence. You do not know me, but I know everything regarding you. Your Facebook contact list, phone contacts, as well as all the digital activity on your computer from the past 125 days, which includes your self-pleasure video clips, which brings me to the primary reason why I'm writing this particular email to you. Well, the previous time you went to the sexually graphic web pages, my spyware was activated inside your PC, which ended up documenting an eye-catching video clip of your masturbation act simply by triggering your camera. And it says you basically have to send this to me in Bitcoin or I will release this. And I was just kind of like checking because the show was going on. I'm like, well, gosh, there's like, you ever had that where if you're on like a thread exchange and your phone just keeps going beep, beep, and you get the alert and you're like, oh my gosh. And I'm trying to like get other stuff off my phone at the time.
You accidentally hit the alert.
I'm just like, I'm trying to read other things as I'm on the air talking and my phone's like vibrating, you know, things are, I'm like, oh my gosh, stop. Like I'm trying to actually do a show here. How do I get out of this stupid thing? And it was my wife and daughter going back and forth, having now that I'm checking it out, a really uncomfortable conversation trying to figure out who in the family's been masturbating.
Everybody's pointing fingers.
Well, I'm like, and I'm not there to answer it. So here they are going, I think Dad's jerking off in front of the PC.
That's a tough
And then
crime.
I'm not responding.
Because you're guilty.
Because here I am. Dad's tossing it in front of the computer, and he's going to cost us everything we own now because he can't control himself.
And he can't even admit it to his own family.
Dad's tossing.
He's ignoring
I mean,
us.
here it is, my wife and my 22-year-old daughter. So this is already, I don't even want this conversation to be going on, them talking about Dad masturbating.
That's not where you admit that you're a serial masturbator.
Yes.
On a text thread with your 20-something-year-old daughter.
Yeah, and then my wife is not helping it because my daughter, Caitlin, is like, well, what's going on? I understand this. And my wife is like, well, somebody's trying to scare us into sending them $2,000 in Bitcoin. Dad's been caught masturbating.
Dad's been caught masturbating.
Does she really think that?
So I'm like, I'm just reading all this now. I'm trying to piece this all together.
That's amazing.
You look like me earlier when you told me about 2Js.
I mean,
Do we know for sure they don't have video of you masturbating?
well, I told her, I am
110% sure there's no video of you masturbating or tossing it.
like
or
I
rubbing your
said,
balls.
there's no way. I've never done that in front of a laptop in front of a smartphone or anything like
Okay.
that.
So you're all Rolodex. You're old
I'm all
school.
Rolodex. I'm an old school cat.
That's very respectable.
He's an old tug.
I am. And that's why I'm very confident that it's not me because,
Yeah, if
I don't.
Well, you need to flip it on them and tell them it must be them.
You know
Well,
what, though?
and that's the whole thing because I'm starting to kind of like read this whole thing and my daughter responds to that. She's like, "What the heck?" And so you can tell she's kind of weirded out.
Dad's been tugging it.
And then the Mexican queen is like, "Well, I don't sit in front of the computer and masturbate." So it's either Dad Cannon or Grandma. I mean, so now we got Grandma into the mix.
She hasn't been cleared, Kevin.
But here's the thing. Even if it's proven that the Kevin Ralston's innocent, he's wearing this one.
Oh, yeah,
This
you
one's going to be
Well,
you.
I'm trying to see.
matter
Am I?
what.
Am I the fall guy for here's some guy sending out a random threat and now the chat room, the whole family's discussing about me jerking off in front of the laptop.
You've just became masturbating Kevin.
And
when
the
you go
family.
on.
I mean, this is the kind of stuff
Absolutely.
you don't just walk away from.
Totally.
And I'm doing a fucking show, so I can't say anything about it.
You're jerk off Ralston.
So here I am. I'm complicit just the fact that I've gone oddly silent during this whole conversation.
Well, you're riddled with guilt and you're trying to compose what your message is going to be.
You're now the
yeah, right. I got to think this through.
the beady-eyed beater.
The beady-eyed beat-off.
That sounds like a tournament.
Yeah.
Hosted by the Kevin Ralston.
Yeah, it's
Only guys with beady eyes
I would-
can be in it.
I support this. I think this would be a great event. The beady-eyed beat-off. The 2020 beady-eyed beat-off.
Hey, we all need sports entertainment now, don't we?
Oh my gosh. First one to come wins.
Hosted
Yeah.
by the Kevin Ralston.
I'll do the play-by-play on it.
Well, I don't know. Are you a contestant or are you a host?
No, show some respect. You need to host this thing.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's definitely, he's hard quick.
The beady
He's
eyed
hard quick.
beat-off.
Brother, I'm telling you right now, even if your innocence is proven, you're the beater. And
Yeah,
you have to accept it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what this is. So my daughter, and this is weird, she's even in this text conversation. She's like, well, they probably just made it up to get money. And so, my wife's like, well, we need to change the password. And
Dad needs to stop
You know.
masturbating.
You oversexed animal.
Now the entire audience right now listening is just picturing Kevin masturbating.
oh, I know.
And bringing the family down.
So they're trying to figure out, okay, so they've gone from, well, maybe it has to be on a PC because everybody in the family has a Mac. And they're saying, well, then that just whittles it down to Grandma and Cannon.
I'm pulling for grandma. I don't know about you guys.
I would love for that M. Night Shyamalan ending.
So right now, yeah, I don't know, but I really think the people in my family think that one of us has been captured on camera masturbating, and we're just trying to figure out who it might be.
What would you do?
Well, my wife is not helping it out here. She said, and she asked this to my daughter, my 22-year-old daughter, how embarrassed would you be if he sends us pictures of Dad masturbating?
So you're already guilty.
Well, I mean, she keeps pushing the issue of I'm the one on camera jerking off, and luckily my daughter's like, LOL, I think he just wants money. Thank you.
What do we do as a show, though? Do we have to hire one of those PR firms? If there was a picture that was leaked out of you masturbating and it freezes right on your O face and your dick is out, and that they're blackmail.
Yeah.
They're saying this is going to drop publicly. Do you own it? Do we address the audience? Do we
I
get
own it. I don't have. First of all, I don't have the money, so.
So just PR. We're not even a PR.
Go ahead. You have to release it. Yeah.
And it's a terrible picture.
Hey,
of
we
you.
all do it, right? Okay. I just got caught up in the Bitcoin scam.
You go to church. The pictures out there. They know.
Oh yeah, it'd be everywhere.
Yeah.
And that would, in my O face would be, we'd have to, redo the photo on the KVJ vehicle.
But as the
It'd
host,
just be my O face coming at you in traffic.
do you do one of those segments where we stop down the show and it's just like all right, audience, I just want to tell you something. There's something you might see out there. A picture's been leaked.
Yeah, but I mean, this is all the theoretical of
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Which, yeah, I mean, you're kind of like my wife, like continually entertaining this, and there's just no way.
I think this is exactly the scandal we need right now.
We do. We need a scandal.
Kevin, this is great.
Well, I'm definitely not paying it, so I mean, hey, if somehow he got something,
And here's the
if
thing.
he doesn't
And
have
if
a
it,
video,
if-
we need to make one.
and I don't know, do we still release it if it's my mother-in-law? I mean, if it's grandma, I mean, do we still release that for the publicity?
We release it twice.
Yeah, I don't know. And then
If it's grandma, that's gold.
if it's my almost 12-year-old son, boy, you know.
Oh my gosh.
I can't look at that.
Gotta be careful with those PCs. You get viruses in that thing. If you are gonna jerk off and watch porn, Kev, you can't do it on a PC.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Why are all these keys so sticky?
Yeah, but I just love how because my wife was like, oh, she came in like, oh, it's
hot,
and she showed not hot, but she's just like there was actual concern. I'm like, I can promise you, this is a scam. 1 and 2, they do not have any video of me jerking it.
This happened to me. I was accused of ordering all this porn at my house, and I was not even at the house at the time. I was in college, and I even proved to my mom, here's the date I was in college. There's no way I could have ordered that porn. It was someone else in the family, and I took the fall for it. Even with proof, my mom went to the urn thinking I was the one ordering all that porn. Yeah, and it was
because she knew how much you loved porn.
No, I just no.
Every Christmas, Kevin.
That's not why.
Yeah.
Maybe she knew I like jerking. I don't know.
They stuffed his stocking. Magazines.
Porn was so tough.
Filthy VHS.
Porn was really tough back in the day. When you think about porn in the 80s and 90s.
You had to work for it.
In the early 2000s, you had to work for it.
You had to work for it,
And
yeah.
when you got it, you were like, oh, this is great. Because you appreciated the journey.
It was a whole thing. Sweat bubbles include because you're hiding, and that was terrible.
It's too easy now.
It's too easy now. I agree with that. It's too easy.
It's too easy to be a beady-eyed beat off.
It really is.
Well, my question now with all this, because, this has been a thread here with my family on it, including my
You're
wife
so convicted.
and the twins. Well, I haven't said anything.
Did your son chime in?
Thankfully, Cannon was left off of it, so it doesn't look like my older son, Colin, has commented on this.
But he is in the loop.
He is in the loop.
He's probably reading it just like you are, going, what the hell?
And this is just it, where it's like, I don't want to leave it out there, but I don't want to talk about me masturbating to my twins, but I don't want to leave it out there that it's like, okay, hey, Dad never responded to that. Do you find that weird?
Oh, you haven't responded?
I haven't responded.
Kevin, you're doing this all wrong, baby.
Well, I just really got, like I told you, I just got to this. I've been kind of wrapped up doing a show.
You got to break it down, though, for a minute and send them a text. You can voice dictate it. Clear your name.
Clear your name right now.
Well, what do I say where it's like, I don't want to reference, and I don't really want to say beating off or masturbating.
I only tug it in the shower, and I can't bring a computer in
I don't
there.
want to elaborate on why it's definitely not me, because yes,
I prefer to tug in the shower.
I only tug it in dark corners in the bathroom.
You can't get too defensive either, because defensive people definitely jerk it.
Right. Yeah.
Vigorously.
Yeah. I think it needs to be like, I can assure you this is a scam and there is no video. Well, I don't know. I can assure you this is a scam.
There's no video of anybody in the family doing anything.
Yeah, thankfully for all of us, there is no video of me doing anything like that out there.
P.S. I masturbate without porn. I'm old school.
In the shower. That's not conditioner by the drain.
Hashtag old school beat offer.
Old school beat offer.
Stay tuned for the beady-eyed beat off.
I mean, I think we get sponsorship for that.
I agree.
Now on ESPN The Ocho.
I think our sales team could sell that.
I believe I could line up sponsors
from Jergens
in a matter of minutes.
Yeah,
but
this could sell.
The ideas are flowing.
Yeah, this could sell. All right, very nice. I got an email here from Sean. He said, Dear Kevin, stop being a moron. Fuck all the other recommendations you're receiving. Watch 6 Feet Under. It is the greatest TV series ever.
That is a great series. It's kind of heavy. Make you think about death a lot. Don't watch it alone or with the buzz alone. But yeah, good.
What's that? It's about a funeral parlor, right?
It is. It was. I got into it right after my mom passed away, and the opening episode, the dad dies, and it was heavy. And I stopped watching it just because it got too real for me. With that said, I've never gone back to it, but it was fantastic. Very good writing, great acting.
Okay,
highly recommend it.
Okay,
little deep. Very disturbing of the human behavior.
Yeah, I kind of want some light stuff right now.
Right?
Yeah.
It sheds a light that we're all a little fucked up, Virginia.
Yeah.
Well, I already know that. I want some comedy. I got life handing me a plate of turds, I'd like to laugh a little.
Carl Pinson says 6 feet wasn't good. Boring to me.
Wow.
Well, fuck, Carl.
Yeah,
I don't know.
there you go.
Yeah, it was a Dexter dude that's in it.
Okay.
He's a good actor.
This is a good question. Somebody texted into us. My barber is willing to give me a haircut privately for double the price. Should I risk it? I really need a haircut. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. You're going to start seeing this going on. And what is going to be interesting is people who are going to start getting outed for this. Because, yeah, somebody tried to out the governor, DeSantis. Or at least, people are like going, you look pretty coiffed. Are you sure you're not getting haircuts? And he was like, he at least insists that he has not. And he said, but I really kind of wonder about some of these people on TV that are all about social distancing and then they look so coiffed. There's somebody that skilled at their house because these aren't beginner haircuts.
I don't buy it for a minute. I saw news anchors on some networks, and without a doubt, those mother fathers got a haircut. There's no way they didn't get a haircut from somebody.
I would not bring a hairstylist into your house because you don't want them to get you sick. If they're going to other people's houses and doing this on the shady DL, they are going in contact with other people's homes.
Right.
And then they're coming to your home, bringing whatever. This thing has a 5 to 14 day incubation. So this motherfucker may not even know he's sick for like 10 days.
I like what Michael Brown said in the YouTube chat room. Everyone should get a pass for bad hair right now. And I agree.
I agree too.
I mean, we're all looking a little funky.
I got Justin is doing this thing where you can buy a kit and dye your own hair at home. So that's what I did. It doesn't look great, but I mean, hey, it looks a lot better than it looked 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
What do you use? Just for men?
Only on my balls.
Okay. That doesn't burn them? You don't get a chemical burn?
Oh my gosh, I could not imagine dyeing your pubes and it not burning the shit out of your peen.
I have really thick ball skin.
Most balls are. They're kind of tusk-like. Or elephant skin-like. That's kind of like how...
Prove it.
Not tusk. Tusk is too... bone.
Tusk is like...
a tusk.
Like a bone.
I'm not sure
That's
what that means.
I meant like an elephant skin.
Not the tusk.
Not the tusk. I do love elephants.
Yeah, I wonder what you're talking about on a time frame for being able to get back and get a haircut. I would imagine at least 2 weeks, wouldn't you think? Feels like it's at least that away.
I would say probably 2 to 3 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
It's coming, though. I mean, everything is coming. We just got to be a little more patient and think about it like you're doing yourself a favor. You don't want that guy in your house.
Yeah.
You don't. If he's doing this shady stuff, he could be getting it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like you need to go there yet. Maybe give it a couple more days.
You were all worried about your hair, and I got to tell you, my friend, you look like you could run for office.
It's doing all right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it looks great.
Yeah, it's still okay.
It is hanging in there.
I keep thinking that I'm going to have to go hat, but I'm still all right, maybe a week away.
Put a suit on this guy, and holy shit, where do I vote?
Yeah, right? Politician hair, it's going. Yeah, Bridget said some hair places have actually opened up around us. My son just got a haircut this week.
Really?
Interesting. I thought, maybe you're not in Florida then. That's very possible because
Are you in Georgia?
In Florida, they still cannot do that.
We watching you, Georgia.
Everyone's watching Georgia like the first person that goes up and gets the food at a party. All right, how's this going? How's this working out?
Mm-hmm. Interesting. If that is the case and you're in Florida, yeah, and she might be. Huh. I don't know. Yeah, that'll be interesting. How long do you think on the news before they start having stories about their people are like opening up hair salons in their garage or something like that?
I'm sure it's already going on. I'm sure you've got people that are renegade doing it in their salons anyway right now.
In 14 days, you're going to see everything open up. 14 days from today. Mark this down, Virginia. 14 days. Today's the 30th. Right around the 13th or 14th of May, you're going to see a lot of normalcy again.
All right.
Somebody texted in and said, yeah, my friend started doing nails in her house, and she's posting all over social media telling everyone. I want to unfriend her. She's only 20, and I don't think she understands what she's doing. So.
Yeah, I mean, if she is truly your friend in a sweet way, you may want to say, "Girl, I don't want you to get in trouble, but you could be in big trouble for doing that." Mm-hmm. And just say, "I love you. I don't want to see you get slapped with a big fine."
Or don't say anything, ignore her, and then unfriend her and see how that goes.
If she's not your friend, yeah, that's what I would do. Mm-hmm. I would just unfriend her and just move along.
It depends how close you are.
Yeah. Do you care about this girl? Do you like her? Because if she's only 20, she probably doesn't know any better.
And there's a thing, too. I'm not sure if they're on all the social media functions or forums, but I love it on Facebook. If you don't want to have someone off of your thing, but you don't want to see what they're saying, there's that sleep button. For 30 days, it snoozes them out. You can't see shit from that person.
I love it.
And then
It's
that
nice.
31st day, it comes back, and if you still don't like their act, snooze their ass again.
Yeah. And you can just mute people. To me, it's like, when you do that. I had somebody today, it's mute,
You got to be a real cock to get completely blocked to where it's hate speech.
Well, I didn't want to do the blocking because I don't want to give them the satisfaction like going, yeah, I got blocked, So to me, like the mute is like, so then it's like, they can just spin their filth in the mud.
I'll block if it's racist shit. That's where I'll stop because I don't want that shit on my feed.
No. Mm-hmm. You don't need that heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus you're just a fuck face.
Well, as far as getting out, I think it's going to be about testing. That's what I keep hearing. Governor said there's more testing capacity than demand right now, is what he's saying. He urged anybody with symptoms, first responders and healthcare workers, and people who think they may have been exposed to go ahead and go get a test. Apparently the numbers, Florida's tested about 375,000 people, which is third most in the country behind California and New York. Almost 6 million people have been tested nationwide. Now, we have more people that have been tested here, but, the people who want to tear down the governor are like going, yeah, but look at our population, dick face.
That's how they talk.
Dick face.
Everything's political.
Everything.
What is DeSantis? Is he a Republican
He's
or a
Republican,
Democrat?
yeah.
Republican, okay.
Yeah. Dick face.
Dick face, Virginia.
I'm a dick face.
No, I'm just. You are, but not for what.
I'm a dick face because I don't know. But I think that makes me the opposite of a dick face because I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever, Virginia.
I have no agenda.
We know that you're a Republican. Or a Democrat. It's tough to do. How would you do the other way?
Demopublican?
Oh, that's tough. That's the other one.
We got a couple things to answer from the Raise Your Hand poll. We asked, raise your hand if you've eaten your boogers past the age of 18. I believe Virginia raised her hand. And you said there's a story behind it?
I did. So remember when we were in here and we snorted pixie sticks?
Yes.
I actually did. I was trying to get it out of my nose, and I wanted to see what was going on. I did. I ate it.
All right, we get it. Okay, cool. I told y'all about that really hot girl that eats her boogers, and it's fascinating. I would love to understand why she does that. She is.
Are you Facebook friends with her?
I'm not. But she's very attractive. Grew up with her like the high school, college era, and she just eats her boogers. But
right away, if you're a 10, you're in looks, you're now a 6.
Well, she does it in a way where she thinks she's being sneaky. Like if you're watching something, like we were watching a pay-per-view one night, and there's like 12 people there, and she's in the corner, she's doing this thing where she's picking her nose, and she kind of goes, and she puts it in her mouth and starts to chew it, and we're like, what the fuck?
Weird.
Yes.
Did you say something?
Oh, I mean, everybody knows about it. Everyone says it. It's like,
Does she know you know?
I don't think she does.
Fascinating.
I don't know how you can't know that.
They
though.
caught the Michigan football coach doing that, and he kind of.
I saw that.
You seen that? Yeah, Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just the tag. Maybe they don't even realize it. They kind of pick and then just slide the pinky right into their mouth.
It might be a nervous condition too. I know I got nervous conditions. I mean, you see me fiddling with stuff. If something's on a line, I got to take it off. People have nervous conditions.
That's a tough
Maybe
one to
he's
have.
hungry.
What's that?
Maybe he's hungry.
She's hungry. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like Harbaugh,
Oh, yeah,
your
my
friend.
bad. Yeah.
Maybe they're hungry.
No, I think it's a nervous thing. They're not hungry. It's a psyche thing.
Okay. We had raise your hand if you've ever been accused of a crime you didn't commit. That was, you don't have to raise your hand now.
Oh, yeah. Forget how this works.
Who raised their hand? Was it you and Denny's?
Me and Denny's.
Virginia, did you raise your hand on that
I
one?
did, but then I put it down because I was raising it for accused of pink lies.
Oh,
And
I
then you
got
told me I
okay.
couldn't do pink lies.
She's still holding on to that fake ass bullshit.
I got you. What was the crime?
So someone said I stole something from their garage, and I did not.
Oh.
I would never steal something. They went on social media, said that I did it. It turned into a whole thing. And
On social media, they
yeah,
said it?
right when I first got Facebook or MySpace, is right when social media hit. We're at Wild 95.5, and there was this. She was on pills. She was just nobody liked her, and she loved starting shit.
Wow.
Yeah. And she put it on Facebook. And she finally took it down because I made such a big deal about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And guess what happened with the shit that was stolen? Her drunk high ass misplaced it.
It was there the whole time?
Yeah. It was something I would
Damn.
never even take.
Did she apologize?
Yeah, sort of. But I just negative energy. You want those kind of people out of your life.
Yeah, you
She
do.
was just dark in thoughts. I mean, I wasn't that close with her.
Yeah.
That's
but,
a mess.
But just because she was in that inner circle, you bring one of those demons in there.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah. You like the rough stuff, Jay Bird?
To a certain extent.
Yeah.
Show me on Suits.
Suits couldn't handle this.
Yeah. we don't
No, some stuff I like, some
make his
stuff
knees
I don't.
buckle.
I'd have Suits coming in 3 seconds.
Wow.
Prove it. Prove it. Prove.
Such a vulgar statement. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make y'all laugh.
I wish Suits had beady eyes because he could be in the beady eye beat up. He's got the opposite of beady eyes.
Suits has a gift of play-by-play announcing. He really does.
He does.
He's very
He is
good.
good.
So maybe he should be the host and Kevin's jerking it.
No, Kevin's the host. Suits is the
I don't do
color-
that on camera.
Kevin's the main guy. He's the Vince McMahon of this thing. Suits can do the color commentary.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta have that. Yeah.
If this ever was to happen, which it's not.
Ever fallen asleep during sex? Nobody had that. I thought Virginia had a
Bird
story
had
once.
that.
I had a
Oh,
sex
you had
act.
that. Oh,
I had
okay, yeah.
a terrible hand job going on and just was exhausted mixing with drinking, and I passed out.
Oh, wait. I think I did have one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought you'd had a story once upon a time.
Back in the day. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Kevin remembers my sex life better than I do.
I
I
do,
remember
yeah.
that too.
Gotta remember
Yeah, you fell
somebody's.
asleep.
I do remember that. That was, should I say the name? No.
Nah, what's the point?
Yeah.
Why you want to ruin?
It was many moons ago.
Mine was a while ago too, and I mean, just it was. It was the butt end of the bread type of a hand job. It just was not very good.
She was giving you a butt hand job?
No, I'm comparing it to like the butt end of the bread. You know, it's the shittiest part of the loaf. It was that. It was the
It's
equivalent.
funny that you brought up butt, though.
We're talking about sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just wasn't very good. Now, plus, I was drinking and tired. And,
Okay. Fell asleep. It's gotta be very.
What did she say?
nothing.
I don't think you said anything.
Yeah, we fell asleep. And
Yeah.
I think we continued in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Made it happen.
Oh, come on. I don't quit.
Unless I'm sleeping.
Raise your hand if you'd ever had sex with an inanimate object. We know Jay Bird's infamous couch story.
I was 6 at the time.
Yes.
Heavy Metal, the cartoon came
Yeah.
on HBO.
I think most boys around that age have. Whatever it takes. You're finding pillows. I remember because mine, I think it was like a toilet paper roll. I'm like, oh, well, it looks like the right shape, right? Oh, and
Wow.
2 strokes in, you're like,
Paper
that's a
cut.
bad idea.
Damn, my boy's got a thick dong.
Thought it worked. Didn't work.
Okay, there's
Yeah.
a lot of empty
A lot,
space.
yeah. Yeah.
That's why you got
A lot
on
of
it.
reasons. Yeah. A lot of reasons. It didn't take long to figure that one out.
Yeah, I mean, for boys, we can't speak for girls, but
You do a lot of weird
age
stuff.
comes, it happens like almost like a werewolf. You just get these stirrings.
Yeah, well, what's scary is, you go from a cute, innocent boy and you got stuffed animals on your bed, and then a year later, those stuffed animals have to be nervous.
Yeah, there's a reason why they call it pound puppy.
Yeah. That poor stuffed animal is just like, I don't understand.
Oh, that poor Raggedy
What
Ann
are they
doll.
doing to me?
You wonder why that one Care Bear is sad?
Oh, it's missing
Because
an
he
eye.
gets fucked every night.
See, if they did an adult version of Toy Story,
Oh, Woody.
Adult Toy Story.
adult Toy Story would be so twisted.
Oh yeah, no. Woody's getting drilled.
Yeah.
That's a project we need to do.
The things Woody would have seen
And
as that boy
done.
hit puberty. Yeah. You just
Oh, that's
don't
right.
want
Woody's
that.
the toy. Oh my gosh, I'm making Woody. I'm fucking Woody. What am I doing?
What is the
Well,
toy?
we don't know what his persuasion is. That might have been it.
Oh my god, I should maybe watch Toy Story before I comment.
And Susan does have a question here, which seems to be on topic. She said, I seriously want the opinion of all you guys. I've recently become single after being married since I was 17. I'm now 46, and I've been dating this guy for a year and been living together for a little over a month. And my question is, if a guy self-pleasures, does that mean that he's not sexually satisfied in his relationship?
No,
No.
not at all.
No.
Not even close, actually.
Guys just do that. It's no reflection on you. You're not
Yeah.
any less of a woman.
And the other thing too is sometimes guys wake up, they're horny in the morning, they don't want to bother anybody. If you're not a morning person, get it done really quick if you know how to press
Yeah.
your own buttons. It's
Yeah.
almost like brushing your teeth. All right, on with my day.
Yeah,
don't feel bad.
Don't get
confuse
him.
that.
Yeah. Wait, was that toothpaste? Where am I in this process?
Wow, this is a filthy podcast.
Yeah, so you're fine. I mean, if that's all he's doing, then yeah, you're good.
Guys are gonna. Girls do it too, y'all. Girls masturbate, especially now, where there's no stigma. Girls can be sexual. I think porn too has introduced fetishes to a lot of people that normally would not be involved. I think people are finding out. Damn. Oh shit, I'm kinky. I think that happens with some people. I do, and I
Yeah.
think the liberation of just the whole.
Yeah.
It does. It drops down those barriers.
No, not really a big deal. So.
What's your kink that you got that surprised you? Like if you saw something and you're like, wow, I like that, but I didn't realize I'd ever like that.
We don't have to get into this. 'Cause I want, give me a beer.
Come on.
It's nothing bad. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
He wants to tell you.
I know he does.
No, because you all don't have any good.
He
You guys have
really
nothing. You guys are
does.
missionary at the lights
You don't
out.
know what I have. I got some guys got a lot of film of me.
Beady-eyed beat-off.
Yeah.
Kevin doesn't get. He's not a sexy fucker, but he likes to. Well, never mind. That's gonna sound terrible.
What's wrong? What are you doing? What's going on over there? Where are you going with this?
It's the end of the week, y'all. It is the end of the week,
No,
right?
we got one more day.
Shit.
Yeah.
You thought it was Friday.
I did for a second.
Yeah. No, you got one more you got to dial up. And we got to do a virtual happy hour tomorrow, too, at 5.
I have great fun doing that. I actually get excited.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We're going to, try to mix it up and see which games are working better than others.
This is where I'll find out the kink.
You
It's
might.
really nothing that big. Then I'll have to. Yeah, no.
They're going to play a little drinking game tomorrow night. Going to bring back, remember the animal game, Virginia?
The animal game.
Okay. Give me an animal that starts with the letter M.
Monkey.
Jaybird.
Mammal.
You lose.
Fuck.
Drink.
Damn, what do I want a beer right
See,
now?
it's that easy.
Yeah, getting things wrong.
How do you lose on the first round?
Dog, I didn't know we were playing games, shit.
Well, you gotta fucking jump in stuff.
I'm locked in. Give me one more round. Don't let me go out like this.
You will tomorrow. I'm just giving you a taste.
He's leaving you
I'm
hanging.
going home.
I gotta end on
He's
mammal.
so disappointed with your performance, you shut down the show.
Yeah, we'll let everybody watch you mess up tomorrow.
Kind of my thing.
Yeah. 5 o'clock. It's going to be happening on Facebook. You can check it out to kick off your weekend with a cocktail. One more day. We'll see y'all then. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.